Let's clear up and talk about everything we know will happen so far in Warframe and maybe even after the old peace update. If you like Warframe lore and discussions, consider subscribing as we do a lot of those types of videos right here. So before we get to the old peace update, there will be another smaller update featuring our 60-second Warframe, if I'm not mistaken, called the Fun Guy Warframe. That's not the actual name, but it's kind of the only hint that we have gotten so far. Some speculate that it could be a clown-type Warframe like the Jester Mirage, and others say that it is a play on words for fungus like Nidus or Saron, but maybe a mushroom instead of infestation. Both sound equally cool to me, and I'm just excited about another story being added to the game. What do you think it's gonna be? A fun Warframe or a fungus Warframe? So we know there will be an interim update, but did you know that the Devil's Triad update will actually be released along with the old piece? Yeah, this update will be wild and will feature 2 new proto-frames as well as another Warframe, our 63rd if I'm not mistaken, Uriel, the Devil Frame. This update will focus on the Albrecht Intrati story, which I am highly excited for, and it has a few interesting things to talk about. First of all, the background of the trailer looks like the Sanctum Anatomica, which begs the question, will these be the first proto-frames that will actually be, well, present in the present day? And what does Uriel have to do with the redemption of the Orokin Empire? I've talked about this in a separate video, but it all boils down to a sort of redemption arc for Albrecht Intrati, as well as some secrets that might be spilled, as Uriel is called the Heretic of Zata. That can loosely be translated to the bringer of truth at all costs. Side note, did you know that Uriel's design was actually made by the late Mike Minky Brennan? It was an amazing employee from DE that unfortunately passed away on the 15th of October 2024, so it's almost a year now. Some tributes can still be found throughout the game though. And then of course we'll get to the old piece. This is where we will be going to the Tau system for the first time, but not in the present day. This looks more like a playable memory with the help of Lloyd and Lotus. In this update, we will learn more about the sentients, how they operated, evolved, and ultimately maybe even died in and on Tau. This update will uncover a boatload of secrets that were hidden away thanks to Ballas and maybe even some of the rest of the executioners. I have a feeling that this update will bring a lot of tears, anger, joy, and soul-crushing pain to a lot of players, which, in its defense, it's a very good thing. A good game does need a good story, and it seems like DE is well aware of that. Will we actually be going to Tau soon though? Well, it depends on how soon you feel 2026 is, because that is when we will actually be going to Tau in the present day Warframe. The thing is, this update is bringing the focus back to the operator, since it has shifted a lot more to the Drifter in recent updates. There's so much of a story to tell here, and if you want to discuss some of them with me, check out the video on your screen right now.